Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Sorry. If y'all know what that is, if y'all have ever seen Death Note, it's heat. All right. So, give me 1 second, chat. We got a lot to check out. So, we're gonna go ahead and make sure y'all like the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, before we even start the stream, we got a lot. There's a lot. Okay, so, we got the Caboose. Apparently, News to Astonish and Caboose were apparently going. I don't know what y'all want me to react to first. What y'all want me to react to first? Because, like, of course, we're gonna get into the whole entire Assassin's Creed Shadow stuff, but like, I want to look at some of this stuff real quick. Because, like, I want to look at this. I want to look at a couple of these videos real quick. Yes, I do want to check out the News to Astonish stuff first, and then we're gonna work our way up to everything. So, like, yep. All right. Can you guys hear me? One in the chat, or one in the chat if you guys can. I know I'm late. Normally I stream like in the morning. But we're gonna be checking out everything today. We're gonna be checking out everything today. No cap, how you doing? How are you doing? What's good? What's good with everybody today? So we got, and yes, even though I know I shouldn't be checking this out, I'm just gonna give my own. Wow. I'm gonna be giving like my own like opinion. So like before anybody says anything, like don't say hate or whatever. Like this is just my opinion. So like don't let my opinion like try to sway you. Yo, yeah, so it's good. This is just my normal like opinion. So like before anybody says anything or something like that, do not, do not, do not, do not shoot the messenger. Do not shoot the person that has an opinion. Okay? Do not. Do not. All right. So I don't know if you guys have been looking at this a lot, but apparently there's been some stuff going on with news. I'm not even gonna say anything. Like if y'all know what's been going on, like y'all know. But we're gonna go ahead and check this out. So yeah. So we have news to astonish. The the Caboose, the biggest Insomniac Games fanboy, can't handle people disagreeing with him. Okay.
Hey everyone, and
The title is facts. Okay, yeah, it is facts. Though, I'm not gonna lie.
welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And I want to stress this from the very beginning before I get into this video because we got quite a bit to talk about here, and it's regarding a fellow YouTuber and also Twitter user, Aaron Caboose. You may know him as like this big time YouTuber who does everything from Marvel stuff to all Marvel games, Insomniacs, and whatever. He's a big time YouTuber, just
Yeah.
constantly sucking on the chode of Insomniac games. Now here on my channel, I want to stress this as well. I try not to bring a lot of drama to my channel because I don't really like drama, and that's why I barely make these kinds of videos.
Caboose actually glazes Insomniac. Now, a lot of people really. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people do glaze Insomniac. A lot of people do glaze Insom. And I'm not gonna lie. Caboose did. I'm not even gonna lie when I say this. Yes, Caboose. Yeah, he does glaze Insom. But like, I would say like, a lot of people think, and keep in mind, like a lot of people honestly thought that I was like an Insomniac, and people were like, oh no, I'm an Insomniac dick rider. No, I'm not. I will admit, the third act was rushed. I will admit that the third act was rushed. A lot of people don't understand that. I will admit the third act was rushed. But I will admit he's not a bad YouTuber, exactly. And here's the thing, like I was saying before, I will admit that the third act was rushed. He got pretty decent content. Yeah, that is facts. Like I will admit, I will admit, the third act for Spider-Man 2 is rushed. I will admit that, but that's all I will admit. But like, I'm gonna give my own opinion on it, like as like I'm watching it. So like, you know,
But this man, or should I call him a coward, needs to be addressed because the guy cannot handle proper discourse. He cannot handle a conversation between me and some other people. And mind you, I have the Twitter snapshots, and this took place over the course of 4 hours. In the end, he ended up blocking me like a coward that he is. Anyway, I have it pulled up right here. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, it starts off here. You know, you can see that I'm unable to view the post because, you know, he blocked me. That's to be expected with these high status YouTube content creators because, you know, what better way than to like get rid of somebody or get someone out of your conversation than to block them, right? Because that's always an answer. Well, honestly, Caboose, if you're watching this, which I don't know if you will, because I'm nowhere near your status as when it comes to that. You know, I'm not a content creator of your caliber, but I can still see your tweets in private mode. Also, I can just log into my other account and look at your tweets anyways, so it doesn't matter. But that's
that right. I'm not gonna lie though. That is actually kind of weird for the fact that you have like a burner account.
okay, because I have those bitches screenshotted in 4K and I have it right here, so that way you can get the full context of this whole situation. All right, so here it starts off, and I'll read it to you right here actually. So the tweet starts off with Aaron saying, not that it wasn't already extremely obvious, but wow, the comment section on my latest video is as much as confirmation as anyone would need about how completely cooked the internet is. It's becoming exhausting to cover games that I'm extremely excited about. So much negativity. You know what, Aaron Caboose, I can totally understand where you're coming from when it comes to so much negativity, because honestly, it's not really that much of a good feeling when somebody needs to like rip on you for getting excited for something that you really are excited about, right? I get it. But sometimes when you blindly look at things like that, meaning you don't dig in to see the full context as to why people are acting this way, you kind of look like an ass. And not being able to, I guess, have proper discourse with these people, you know, instead you just easily dismiss them like they're garbage, instead of having a proper conversation with them. And we're gonna get into those details in just a sec. And then the person by Next Genre responds with, all right, so I am probably gonna go get...
I'm not gonna lie, chat. Another reason, if y'all wanna also know why I'm really late to streaming, I was up all last night. Let's just say that I was working on a couple of videos that we're gonna see in an hour, that you're probably gonna see in like an hour.
Cooked by in my replies, but now don't get me wrong, and Insomniac is the GOAT of Marvel games, not disputing that, but the fact of the matter is everyone makes mistakes, and sometimes you have to accept them instead of trying to defend them all the time.
Right.
So I get it, you know. If you've been watching my channel, then you would know that I like certain companies.
Okay. Now that is actually proven true. Because like, here's the thing, and a lot of you guys may know this. A lot of you guys probably may not know this, and surprisingly enough, not a lot of people know this. I am a huge Naughty Dog fan. So, yeah, so whenever like I'll sit there and be like, okay, so I can see where you're coming from with that. But I'm not gonna say like here's the thing, like I will say like The Last of Us 2 should have went this way. I will say like there should have been more stuff leading up to that, because like right after seeing the documentary, there's like right after seeing the Grounded 2 documentary for The Last of Us Part 2, there was a whole bunch of stuff that they had to cut, because they had a whole bunch of ideas there that could have been better for the story. I'm not gonna lie. So like I can see where he's coming from, because like some of the stuff that we see that they were working on early on is way better than the stuff they actually put up in there. News is Honest, he's a YouTuber. Yeah, I know. I know who News is.
I like certain game studios, right? But I am not afraid to call out their BS when it has to be done. Like,
exactly.
For example, Insomniac Games, great studio. Happy PlayStation bought them. But they had kind of a stinker just recently. With Marvel Spider-Man 2, it's not a bad game. It's a good game. I like it. but there are flaws with it. When it comes to the story, the first one is superior to the second. Pun intended, by the way.
Hey, my boy
Still,
Superior
that's
Spider-Man.
pretty much it. My criticisms of Marvel Spider-Man 2 is that I had hoped we had more Venom in the game. I had hoped we had spent more time with Venom as a character.
Yes. See, look, those are the things that I will actually 100% say. We needed more time with Venom. I will actually agree with that. Did you see the picture? I haven't seen the picture yet. I'm gonna see the picture. Actually, let me actually see it right now. Actually, now that I can actually 100%. Now that I think we needed more Venom. And Laurie featuring Comic Blast. I've seen it. I reacted to that video. Ooh, you're playing Ghost of Tsushima? Ooh, wait. This is the start, right? Yeah, the start on the beach. Yeah, this is the start. That start is crazy. Ghost of Tsushima is a great game. Ghost of Tsushima is a great game. I really want Ghost of Tsushima 2 though. But like, okay, so pretty much like here's the thing, like I will say yes, we needed more Venom. We needed more Venom. I would say we needed more Venom. Like that's the only thing that I will say is that we needed more Venom. I can agree with him on that because like we needed more of that
In the game, and I feel like his story and his
or at least more development for Harry. So even though yes, we did have like a lot of character development for Harry, but I will say like I wanted to see more stuff with Harry. Like I wanted to see like more of like the symbiote, like actually like once they get back to Harry, they start to get to know each other. And well, they already know each other, but like they okay, so your friend rejected us, and now we're back to you. He betrayed us. He did everything. He's not giving the suit back to us. We're gonna have to hold the door without him. I know you want him. I know that you want Peter to join, but like, if he says no, then yeah.
evolution was completely rushed. He was only in like the last, if not even quarter of the game, and that's pretty much it. That was my only gripe with it.
Guess what horse I choose? Guess what horse I chose and what I did name the horse? I don't know. Wait, which horse did you choose? Did you get the do you have director's cut? Because director's cut gives you free ones.
And also some of the writing, which is evidently clear, it comes from Sweet Babies Inc.'s consultation. And you probably have an idea how I feel about that company and what they've done to the gaming industry as of late. Let me show you an example real quick before we continue on reading these tweets. So just to give you an idea, here's Sweet Babies Inc.'s profile, their website, right? Now they're a corporation that consults in these gaming studios, and they give their ideas, and they insert woke politics and propaganda into these games.
Okay, so, and keep in mind, like, whenever I say this, do not go after the messenger. Side missions don't have anything to do with the main story. They have nothing to do with the main story. Like, if you look up what the word consultation means, they are giving you suggestions. And keep in mind, like, I'm not a fan. Like, here's the thing. I'm not a fan of Sweet Baby Inc. This is just my take on it. So, like, you should have chose the digital Lux horse. Chose a black horse named Shadow. Okay. Hold on a minute. Even though I'm not going to their website, well, even though I really don't want to get striked or nothing like that, even though like it's already gone to the point where I can. Like, story consultation means that they took suggestions. They're basically story consultants. And story consultation means professionals who provide guidance and feedback on stories, scripts, and other narratives of work. Which means that they were giving them suggestions and proofreading it to actually do something, or to actually do something and actually tell them, hey, maybe it should go this way. If you don't want A, I think A, they think they should go with this way. Let's do the story this way. Let's try this. They were giving them suggestions. Again, do not shoot the person with an opinion. Do not. This is just my opinion. Okay. Story consultation. They took suggestions. And as well as Sony told them that they weren't going to actually reach the date that it was supposed to drop. Like, there's literally an interview that was said. Sorry, I love the Death Note theme. There's literally a interview where the creative director literally put names under the bus. Hold on a minute. Let me actually see if I can actually find that review. If I can't find that review, then I'm just gonna use my video. But like, there's literally proof of this for the fact that he said, hey, it was Sony that rushed us. Guys, it's your boy Phoenix here. Like, right here, he said, like, this is the interview that was, this is the interview where he said this. Like, I clipped it, so, like, this is the interview.
I remember when there was one part in the project where we realized that the back half of the game we weren't going to make it. Like, we weren't going to hit the quality bar.
Yo, mess up, what's good?
And we had I'll say heated, but it wasn't heated like we were arguing. Like, I was like frustrated that we weren't going to get everything done. And I remember it was our Sony producers.
Oh, Sony basically rushed them and said, hey, we got the release date, but move some stuff around, cut some stuff out. They're not gonna be able to make it. So that is Sony's fault. So again, deflecting. So like I said before, don't shoot the messenger, or don't shoot the person with an opinion. Don't shoot the person with an opinion, but like don't shoot the messenger. But like, story consultant giving story suggestions, with Sony saying, hey, you're not gonna be able to make it on this day, cut some stuff, and then figure a way to put everything back in that final act. Again, like I said before, don't shoot the messenger.
It's part of the reason why a couple of studios like Mimi's, a German gaming developing studio, and I can't remember the other company that shut down. What was it? Oh yeah, Surgeon Studios shut down in the first place. Now, I'm not gonna say that it's Sweet Baby Inc.'s complete fault for them shutting down, but because of them inserting their woke politics and being the way that they are, well, I can say that they've added on to their downfall. Now, let me show you something else. Just to give you an idea, folks, these are the people who are consulting your favorite game studios who are making your favorite games, and these are the kind of people that we're dealing with here. This is from Asmongold Clips. And Asmongold is a big time YouTuber, great YouTuber who has really based, criticisms. And the guy is on point with everything he's saying. But this is the perfect clip, and this is the thing that you need to see. The kind of people that work at Sweet Baby Inc. and how they treat game developer studios, from threatening them to do what they ask to being racists by not hiring any white individuals. Like, I can go on for long, but I don't want to make this video too long. But we're dealing with a bunch of woke psychopaths at this studio, and they're going around to your favorite game studio.
Again, using this word, I'm not even gonna say anything. Like, what is? I'm just concerned. What does the word woke even mean anymore?
Those who are making your favorite games and inserting their woke propaganda in these games. Let's take a look here, shall we?
The co-founder of Sweet Baby Inc. proudly explains the method that she uses to force bosses at game studios to censor.
This is what we're dealing with.
Game projects she feels are problematic, terrify them.
So I guess by that default, so technically, doesn't that mean that Alan Wake 2 is also woke? Wouldn't that also mean that God of War Ragnarok is also woke? No, I'm not on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. By the way, Messed Up, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. But wouldn't that technically, by that default, for that definition that he just said, so technically speaking, wouldn't that mean, by that logic, Alan Wake 2 is woke? Oh, my bad, because they're playing a Saga. My bad. You're playing a Saga, right? My bad. And by default, I guess that means that God of War, I guess also that by default means that God of War Ragnarok is woke because of Agrabota. God of War is a myth based on a myth. I've been here since you were at 100 subs. Yo, I appreciate it, Mess Up. So, again, and also, wouldn't that mean Last of Us 2 is technically also woke because we're playing as a female?
Threaten them with the anger of the cancel culture mob.
Okay. Is that any way to do business? Is that professionalism from a CEO?
See? Again, look, that's the thing. Wouldn't that mean that, all of these quote-unquote games wouldn't that mean that every single game where there's a female or anything like that, wouldn't that technically mean that again, not focusing on them? Actually, let me keep going.
What CEO does that?
Let's listen to what's said.
If you're a creative working which I did for many years.
You ever look at somebody and you're like, yeah, I can tell this person's like a total whack job. They just have that look. Look at this person right here.
Up to your higher ups. And if they don't see the
But you want to know what's funny though about the whole entire God of War Ragnarok thing? Since technically any game is considered putting woke politics in the game. Fun fact: Sony Santa Monica was already thinking about it already. She's literally in the studio, motion capture for Agrabota. They were already making Ragnarok already before, they were already making Ragnarok already right after God of War 2018. So, again, focusing on a character that isn't the main character doesn't make any sense. But I'm gonna keep going.
value you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research. Go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
Asphincter says what? What?
I can imagine her sitting there with a cup of coffee like this, smiling. It's like, hey, listen, if you don't do what we ask, there's going to be carnage, okay? You will feel my wrath, okay? We will go out of our way to...
I played Ghost of Tsushima 2 years ago and forgot the controls, and I was in the online version. Oh, you were playing Legends. I forgot the controls. The guy playing just started guessing at me. Oh yeah, that's normal, and that's kind of normal when you play any sort of PvE game. Oh, and by the way, chat, we're gonna check out the Takeda gameplay trailer. Apparently, the gameplay for Takeda for MK1 dropped.
Paint your buildings in red blood. We will cancel you as best as we can, and we will accuse you of being something that you're really not. Can you imagine that? But she says it with a straight smile. Let's continue.
Right. And so let me explain really what that terror is. 5 tweets that go viral, and then nobody actually cares after that. And I'll give some examples for that. So number one, Final Fantasy 16 was criticized tremendously because it didn't have representation of different races, and the game was massively successful. Another example is Hogwarts Legacy. Like, based off of the
Another successful game, but no inner workings, no
Yeah, oh, I remember you. Okay, yeah, okay, mess up. I remember. Yeah, your name was Phoenix Jr.
of Sweet Baby's inks is detected. And by the way, speaking of Sweet Baby ink detected, you know there's an actual plugin that you can put in your Steam where you can find games where Sweet Baby ink is, you know, involvement has been detected, right? Just letting you know.
That was online. Probably was like half the game killing gay people. It has to be, right? But whenever you play the game, you know that.
Hold up, whoa, why do I have Opera GX up on my screen?
On top of that, it was the best-selling game last year. It sold like 20 million copies. So,
Yo, no, what's up?
How I don't have a copy of Hogwarts Legacy is beyond me. Like, I have, like, you know, Ghost of Tsushima and Hades and...
Yo, Spec, what's up? Have you played Dragon's Dogma 2? No. I'm ready for Deadpool this week. Bro, I'm ready for Deadpool as well.
Some other games there, but I don't have this game, and I've been wanting to get this game.
And keep in mind, like I said before, I'm just reacting, giving my opinion. Again, do not shoot the messenger.
I have Elden Ring too, but I didn't get this game yet, and I want to get it.
So if they're trying to terrify these media and these marketing teams, cancel culture mobs and people getting angry on Twitter don't mean anything. It's just completely vapid garbage. It's vapid hot air.
There's like a genuine value that you press upon them, both ethically and financially. You could say that this is important. And
Now, this I will actually say that this is actually a pretty... Okay, so we don't talk about what happened with Suicide Squad. We don't talk about that because, yeah, let's just say that they do, and I'm not even going to defend Suicide Squad in this because, like, I just can't. The game was just horrible. The game's just horrible. I can't really defend, I'm not even defending, like, half the games. I just can't really... Let's be honest, at least the one good thing about this is for the fact that we can all agree that Suicide Squad killed the Justice League of shit. You're another tattoo soon? Nice. Wait, which arm? Or are you planning to, like, get a sleeve? Because, like, I wouldn't say get a sleeve, because, like, I know a person that actually got a sleeve, like, their whole entire, like, sleeve, like, both arms are just...
That's right.
You're gonna sleeve? Ah, that's gonna be fire.
If any of you think about making a comment in this video...
Have you played Dragon's Dogma 2? I have not played Dragon's Dogma 2 yet.
Right now and say, oh, you know, it's great though, and Suicide Squad, that's not an accurate count about the player base. You're more delusional than I thought. You're as blind.
Yeah, we can't really say anything about Suicide Squad. The Aper Accessory Shadows is wrong, bro. Facts. Valentine, how are you doing? Remember the last time I was watching your stream? The hate is so wrong. Like, we're gonna get into all that hate in a few seconds. But welcome to the stream, Valentine. We're gonna get into the hate, and we're gonna get into the hate in a few seconds. Cause, like, I really want to react to like 2 videos, and after we're gonna get into the Shadow stuff. But yeah, that is the fact. Like, the hate for Assassin's Creed Shadows is so wrong, and we're gonna get into that. Because my thing with the whole entire Assassin's Creed Shadows hate, it literally is just for the fact of historical accuracy. And if you want historical accuracy in Assassin's, here's the thing, like, we're mistaking historical accuracy for historical fiction. The way that I look at it. Because here's the thing. If we're really going to look at Assassin's Creed, and this is literally the only... And this is probably, like, legitimately probably, like, the only thing... Well, there's actually a lot that I could say about it. First of all, everybody wanted an Assassin's Creed game in Japan, which we are getting. And then 2, we're complaining over historical accuracy in an Assassin's Creed game. In the same game where you fight gods. When has it ever been accurate? Like, in Assassin's Creed, like here's the thing, like, in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we're fighting gods. In Origins, even though I didn't play the DLC, I did see some gameplay, we were fighting Anubis. And in every single one, I think, and I'm pretty sure as well, if historical accuracy, are we literally going to say that all of these characters, even, are we going to say, like, the main assassin in the game is real? Like, are we out here really thinking that, Ezio Auditore da Firenze is actually a real person? Because if he is, then, where's the Apple of Eden? Well, even though it's been a while since I played the Ezio Collection, then go find the Pieces of Eden. I forgot. I think it was the Apple of Eden in the Ezio Collection, I think. If I'm wrong, someone let me know. If the Apple of Eden is actually real, then please go disintegrate somebody or control them to do their, or actually, like, mind control them and strike the lightning down to do their bidding. Those are the 2 things that they're out here thinking that the Pieces of Eden are real.
Blind as a bat flying through the air during the day. You're damn fools. Anyway, let's continue with Caboose. So the second tweet.
Yo, Rift, what's going on? 2 Assassin's Creed name. Yeah, fewer games are half-assed. Yeah. I will admit, a few of them are half-assed, I will agree. Like, the thing is, like, with the new Assassin's Creed, well, with Shadows, like, with Shadows, I actually really like the way that it's doing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I like the way that it's going with Assassin's Creed Shadows, but it's like, we all wanted this, now we got it, and now people are complaining.
Or at least the second clip here, the second page that I have here.
IMO, it peaked with Black Flag, even if it wasn't my favorite. Yeah. I think for me, whenever it peaked, it was probably... And I know some people really aren't gonna like this. For me, I would say, like, it peaked for me at around Unity. Because, like, I didn't play Black Flag. Because, like, Black Flag wasn't really interested for me. Like, Black Flag wasn't, really interested. Like, how can I put this? Like, I wasn't really interested in Black Flag. And, because the timeline for, here's the thing, for me in Assassin's Creed, it was the Ezio Collection, Rogue, and Unity. Oh god, oh god. Lurking for now? Yeah, I got you. We're gonna be checking out everything today, though.
It says, well, I said, merging with Sweet Baby Inc., although I can argue they probably forced Insomniac Games' hand.
And yes, like I said, I'm just a reactor, so, like, again, this is my own opinion, so do not shoot Messenger.
Evidently clear from Sweet Baby Inc.'s wonderful CEO. You know, have a coffee with them.
Oh, and by the way, Rift, I saw your Insomniac Spider-Man versus Sinister Six. That was a really good video.
Threaten them, warn them about what's going to happen, pretty much threaten them, right? I can say that wholeheartedly, 100%, that I stand by that statement, only because of what the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc. just said in that video. And the reason why I say that is because if you play Marvel Spider-Man 1 and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, None of that woke propaganda, none of that LGBTQ is nowhere to be found. Neither is it mentioned in those games.
Actually, there's Gloria, even though that is a side quest. Like, again, a side quest shouldn't actually be in the argument. Like, if we're really gonna talk about, like, side quests, let's go to the Miles Morales game. Yeah, Gloria you meet from the first, yeah, that girl that, yeah, Gloria, the one that you rescue from being shot and jumped by a whole bunch of criminals in the first game. Are we really not going to ignore this? Like, literally, like, in the mission at Rio's campaign, or, like, at her freaking campaign party, even though I'm pretty sure. Like, are we really not going to go over this? This is an optional conversation.
Too much. We've done all we could.
Okay, that's good.
Gloria, hey!
Hi, Miles. This is my girlfriend, Steph. She just started volunteering at Feast.
Good to meet you. I'm sure we'll run into each other at the shelter.
Speaking of,
No shifts for you till after winter break. If we're open by then.
This is an optional conversation. This is an optional conversation that you don't have to do.
You just
Yeah, Gloria from the first game. Yeah, a side quest.
Like, you're really not.
Yeah, a side
imagine that?
optional.
But she
Yeah,
says it
one
with
that
a
you literally
straight
have
smile.
to walk up
Let's
to
continue.
willingly.
Right. And so let me explain really what that terror is. 5 tweets that go viral, and then nobody actually cares after that. And I'll give
Gloria's lesbian. Again, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing with this, and this is probably the thing that I really don't understand. They will put, and yes, I'm not even gonna lie, they will put, and even though, like, mad respect to News Personage, like, I respect him, but as I said before, these are side missions that you don't have to do. These are optional. You don't have to do them.
They probably forced Insomniac Games' hand. As evidently clear from Sweet Baby Inc.'s wonderful CEO, you know, have a coffee with them, threaten them, warn them about what's going to happen, pretty much threaten them, right? And I can say that wholeheartedly, 100%, that I stand by that statement, only because of what the CEO of Sweet Baby Inc. just said in that video. And the reason why I say that is because if you play Marvel Spider-Man 1 and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, none of that woke propaganda, none of that LGBTQ is nowhere to be found. Neither is it mentioned in those games at all.
Once again, I like Don't Shoot the Messenger, but Gloria from the first game in Miles Morales has a girlfriend.
Sweet Babies Inc.'s involvement is evidently clear and obviously in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Had they not been involved, I promise you, Insomniac Games wouldn't have done this. They wouldn't have inserted those things. Oh, Ronnie, you're just upset that there's LGBTQ representation and stuff like that. No, the fact is that I feel like I'm a total baby being forced to eat my asparagus. Hey, if you've forced Christianity, veganism, I would have felt the exact same way. The point is that games are a form of entertainment. It's a media of entertainment, okay? We don't want politics in our games. I don't care what it is.
Again, like I said before, what does this have to do with the main story? Don't Shoot the Messenger.
If I want politics, I'll turn on CNN or Fox News, and they put out garbage on TV. Aaron Caboose continues and he says, link me with a press release for the supposed merger. And I said, it's not a merger. And I said, maybe merger is the wrong word, which it probably is, but they did serve as a story consultant, which is why I thought the writing and some of the dialogue were a bit weird and just not as good as the first game. And this way before I found out, this is way before I found out Sweet Baby Inc. was involved heavily in this game. You know, before, when I was playing Marvel Spider-Man 2, I had this feeling like, man, something doesn't feel right about this game. It's just, the writing's just not solid. It's not there. Gameplay, however, with the new parry mechanic, which I had trouble with.
Okay, now that, okay, so while I will say this, let me go ahead and not use another freeze room.
By the way.
Okay, so I will say that I do like the first game story a lot more. I will say that I do like the first game story a lot more. I will say that. And keep in mind, when Wolverine happens to come out, I will judge it. Like here's the thing with Wolverine. I will actually judge the game, and I will give like when the game, like I will give my opinion when the game is fully out and it's actually done and I can actually play the game and make a full review. Yo, Tommy, what's going on? Saturday, yesterday I saw the news. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to talk about it, but that shit was really fucked up.
Is so much better. Graphics, they look a little bit better. They look improved as well. And traversal system is so much better. Gameplay wise, it's an amazing game. It's an overall improvement. It is a much better game when it comes to gameplay. Story wise, it's just not there for me. It's not the best story. If I had to give it a decent rating, I'd give it like about a 7.5 out of 10. Honestly, I will. Yeah, it may not align with the rating that I gave in my initial review of the game, but I've decided to recant that and just say, you know what, I changed my mind and I'm allowed to do that. Yes, you can call me out saying, well, you totally gave it a different, well, you know what, I'm calling myself out. Yes, I gave it a different rating in my initial review. Well, you know what, with all this, after processing this a little bit more.
But like I said though, like I really don't like getting into like politics, so like I just like to react to
playing
stuff.
the game more, which I haven't. Honestly, I have not been playing Marvel Spider-Man 2 often because it doesn't have that replay factor right there for me. Not like the first one where I was able to easily play that game as much as I want. It's just, retrospectively now, looking back, it's not as good as the first one. It's not. And that's the truth. And that's how I feel. And I'm not afraid to admit that.
Okay.
The second, and then the next tweet. Erica Boos posts reviews, scores of the games like Alan Wake, which is on Sweet Baby Inc.'s page, God of War Ragnarok, which is also on Sweet Baby Inc.'s page, and Marvel Spider-Man 2. Because I shared the fact that, Sweet Baby Inc. had something to do with the quality of the games, his response, which was a terrible and poor response, by the way, is to post review scores of the game.
Okay, so for that, like, I can honestly say, like, and again, I'm just giving my opinion on this, and I'm just reacting. I'm just a normal reactor. Okay? I'm just giving my own opinion. So do not try to, don't. Don't try to, like, put me into this. But, I'm remaining neutral. But with those reviews, like, yes, while those games are on their page, God of War Ragnarok won a lot of awards at the game won a lot of awards at the Game Awards. Won a lot at the Game Awards. Oh my gosh. Alan Wake 2 also did. And those Metacritic scores just mean that regardless of their involvement or whatever, that proves that the game can still be good. That means that the game is still good. When the new Supermassive game to come out? Wait, what's the new Supermassive game? But again, like, that proves that regardless of like the Frank Stone, the casting of Frank Stone, okay, yeah. That was revealed. I want to see more stuff for that. I want to see more Judas too. But like as I was saying though, just because of like the involvement in the game, those Metacritic scores pretty much mean that regardless if the game has an involvement in it, has like certain involvement in it, will that affect the main story? Like, what part of like that affects the main story? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, what about that is like, why does that matter in the main story? How does that affect the main character? How does that affect the game? Side quests and side missions and optional conversations do not count as the game being woke.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
This doesn't exactly win your argument. Not that I'm trying to win an argument. All I'm doing is just having a discourse with Caboose. That's all I'm doing. I'm just talking to him. All I'm doing is responding. This is a very poor way to try to win an argument if you were even trying, Caboose. The point of this conversation wasn't for me to try to win an argument. It was just to have a conversation. That's it. Anyway, moving on. I said, Aaron, showing me game reviews and scores isn't going to change anything about how I feel, and I won't deny those scores. In the end, I do feel the first Spider-Man game is superior to the second. However, I don't think the second game is awful either, which I...
And stuff and USA. You're good, Tommy. You're good. Like I like the UK. You know, I'm one of those people that it's just chill.
I thought I made that clear, but for clarity's
Gotta
sake,
go. Bye, guys.
Anyway,
Yo,
It's
peace.
a
Mess
solid
up.
game, just like I said it here. It's a solid game, and I'm glad it did well in sales.
Yeah.
But Sweet Baby Inc. is really tarnishing the game industry and causing nothing but harm. Have you seen some of the interviews from these psychos that work there? They're racists. I'm at work right now, and I'll send you the links to these interviews when I have the chance. And I was at work when I was having this conversation.
Were you
them
streaming again?
on Twitter today? I could.
Seeing that this is gonna be like a really short stream, I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. If I don't stream again tomorrow, I'm probably gonna cook a video.
Couldn't respond.
Hello, Eric. I've been to Florida on holiday before I'm in Florida on holiday before the guns here. Florida's great.
Really quickly, but when I got off, that's when things started to get a little heated between me and him. And then he responds with and accuses me. He goes, "Please do not indulge me in your obsession with this consulting company. I'm providing you examples of highly successful games that were part of a show of proof that it isn't a game's death sentence to utilize consultants. If you're not looking forward to games involving them, please just don't play them. Let us have fun."
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, the classic, if you don't like it, don't watch us, don't play us. God, has that worked out well for any other corporation?
Sexism in gaming. In joining G4,
Okay.
every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts.
Correct!
If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Peace.
Dang.
You see, that is such an edgy, immature, horrible response, especially coming from someone's caliber such as Caboose, who has almost 1 million subscribers. I think he does have 1 million. I don't remember. But still, he has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. This is not the right way to handle something like that. Like, if you don't like it, don't play it. Does the mother know that I played Marvel Spider-Man 2 and also beaten the game? And then somebody else chimes in and says, guys, the big game studios made a lot of money on the game, so the game has no flaws, and clearly it's goaty material.
Another comment not showing.
This is basically
It showed.
poking fun at Caboose. Just because something made...
Wait, what's going? Great. Nightbot's doing the exact same thing it was doing. Like, yeah, that's the reason why I'm afraid to mod people. Hold on a minute. Let me actually fix this. That's the reason why I'm afraid to mod people. Because I know, like, the moment that I mod people, it's gonna be like a random bug it's gonna be like a random bug. Let me try to fix this real quick. Hold on, let me actually try to fix this real quick. I'm reading chat right now. It's just I'm reading chat, but like there's a whole bunch of stuff in there's a whole bunch of. Hold on a minute, Potato. Hold up, Potato. I'm gonna take away mod real quick. Do not be mad whenever I take it away though. Don't be mad. Like don't be mad. Don't be mad. The only reason why I'm taking mod away is just because there has been every single time whenever I mod someone, like it'll like for some odd reason it'll like bug out. I'm reading chat. You are 10 levels away from me. I'm still trying to get the Stellar Blade trophy right now. All right, let's go ahead and get back to this. All right.
Made so much money doesn't make it objectively good, okay? Taylor Swift, one of the most biggest pop stars in the world, if not the biggest one, who is a billionaire at this point, makes trash music. Honestly, it's okay to like something that's objectively garbage, but you can't just come in there and just tell me, hey, the music is good because it sells a lot. No, it doesn't make it good. We're allowed to have these things called opinions. They're called criticisms, for God's sakes. And then Caboose says, guys, I have zero reading comprehension and will single out one of the several metrics provided to me about why these games are successful because I have no foundation to a counter argument. That
by the way, I gave you back my Potato.
You look pretty stupid right now, dude, with a clown emoji. And he got no likes from that response because he was being sarcastic because, you know, to this guy's response, he made that comment. You know, he was being sarcastic in case you didn't catch on.
Right.
And he says, elaborate on how.
Jesus Christ, the kid's an idiot.
And I'm like, simply read everything we've been saying back to yourself and do it carefully. That's all I said. And he goes, so you actually have nothing to elaborate on and you're just hurling insults as a last-ditch effort. Got it.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm literally gonna have to mute this.
Any insults to you. If me saying you look pretty stupid right now is an insult to you, my God, I can only imagine. Well, actually, I don't have to imagine what it's like for somebody.
Is there
to
anything
say,
you could
you're an idiot?
say it again?
I disagree. Are you really that? Because somebody told you look pretty stupid right now.
Yeah, I had to take away mod because like I had to take your mod away for a second because sometimes whenever I mod someone for some odd reason the whole entire chat just freaks out.
Now, I'm sure and I'm 150% certain that you've come across comments towards you, people telling you that you are, you know, this and that, and you're, you know, insert awful word here. I'm 150% certain you've heard worse. But if you can't handle somebody calling you, like telling you that you look stupid, not calling you stupid, you look stupid, then you are a pussy, dude. Like seriously, you are. So my response, since I can't see the original tweet on the page, I'm gonna go to my snapshot here. It says, it's odd that you would accuse me of being obsessed with Sweet Baby Inc. when I've never made a single video about them. I may have mentioned them in passing in an old video, but the video was not about them. Just letting you know, by the way.
I will say that this was technically mentioned in his Wolverine video.
Content creator on YouTube like you, although I don't have as many subscribers. I've never mentioned a game's death sentence, which I didn't. I said Sweet Baby Inc.'s involvement can be detrimental to a game developing studio. If not, it's already been proven that it has been detrimental to them. Moving on. And it's detrimental to both major and indie game studios, which, again, I gave you two examples. 2 game studios recently just shut down.
Why are you censoring cursors? Very family friendly. I'm not that family friendly. It's just like for certain words, like I have to like blur them out. I'm not really that family friendly. Like I can say whatever I want. It's for the fact that like for one right now, I woke up like I was up like really late last night, and I'm just trying to chill.
Which has already been proven. It's a poor attitude to dismiss my criticism or disagreement by simply saying don't play them. We are having an open dialogue here. It's surprising to hear that from a content creator of your caliber. In the past, when big figures or major gaming studios have told us not to play or watch something, it hasn't worked out for them. Caboose, I didn't expect our first interaction to go this way, but it seems you're not mature enough to handle it. I expected better from you, man. I was hoping to collaborate with you someday as well. You're just being completely dismissive. Is this how you treat people who don't agree with you at all? I was respectful, and I am allowed to challenge anybody, and that includes you. And then somebody says, you know, I'll give it to you straight. Since you think I'm incapable, the game is good. The gameplay is better than the first, for sure. But the story was lacking in some areas, and the lack of content after they had so much for the first has left fans sour. And this is the stuff you ignore, which is a perfectly good, amazing comment. It's an amazing, legit criticism. That is true. I back that 100%. I'm not backing that because I support this guy or whatever. It's just that he's speaking the truth. And the fact that Caboose is ridiculing people like this who challenge him, who tell him, hey, I don't agree with you, it is ridiculous. It's so immature. And then Aaron says, Spider-Man 2 didn't announce a DLC campaign before launch like the first game. I want DLC for it more than anybody, but I understand that we are not owed it as it wasn't promised. Yeah, we're not owed it, but there's nothing wrong with wanting that. Like, is there really a problem with it? As long as you're not toxic about it, I think it's
okay. Now that, yes, I can see where you're coming from with the DLC. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, you can talk about the DLC because like even I have been wanting the DLC, but like I'm not even going
for wanting more content. That means that, you know, gamers, or in this case customers, are happy that, you know, and they want more from you guys. You guys being Insomnia Games, they want more from them. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing toxic about that response either. And then Josh's response is, Aaron, please be real. I understand that you love the game, but that's fine. But there are flaws. Okay, and then my response to that, like, you know, chiming off of what I just said, they're allowed to want more content for it because we actually have been telling you overall the game is a good game, but it has its flaws. That's what we've been trying to tell you, but you don't want to understand because it's like you said, you have reading comprehension problems. That's a simple thing called criticism, but no, you want to continue to suck on Insomniac's chode instead of reading carefully and having a proper conversation with us. You see, I said Insomniac's chode, you know, suck on their chode because, you know, I was just being silly, whatever. It's just like, I'm not really like, yeah, it sounds a little insulting, but I don't really hate the guy. I'm just having a disagreement with him. Could I have used better language, or could I have said something else? Sure, but it's really not that bad. It's kind of quite tame, honestly, in my opinion. And then lastly, he says, so you actually have nothing to elaborate on, and you're just hurling insults as a last-ditch effort. And I respond with, I insulted you, saying you're looking pretty stupid right now, and continuing to suck on Insomniac's chode isn't all that serious or even that insulting, my guy. If anything, it's pretty tame compared to actual insults. I'm still talking to you, last I checked. Look, man, I don't hate you or even know you enough to hate you, but when you act like someone who's being dismissive to what people are telling you and you start talking down to them because their opinions don't align with yours, that's when you look like a total jerk. Be real. Not everyone is going to be agreeing with you. Neither is everyone going to like what you like. But the point we're trying to make here is this. We can like anything, but still be critical about it. Point out its flaws, and that's it. How you're coming across from my perspective, oh, you hate this game because it has flaws. That's all. Hate to break it to you, Caboose, but we're people too. And that's the truth. You know, honestly, in this world, there's absolutely nothing perfect. Even the things that I like, I may have a few things that I want to say here and there about it. But in the end, that's what makes us human. We're allowed to, you know, give criticism.
Now that I can actually 100% say I do agree on. I play Ghost of Tsushima 2, and I play Ghost of Tsushima and Mexican American setup Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 in Mexico. In the mission, you kill Mexican army. Mexican army didn't say anything, didn't cry earlier. You say Mexican didn't say things or didn't earlier. Exactly. Well, with Ghost of Tsushima, since we're about to go ahead and dive deep into Assassin's Creed Shadows, the hate for that game is, we're actually gonna hop into that right after this. Because, like, I really do want to look at a whole, but, like, I really do want to get my opinion on that.
Makes your experience, or in this case, products better.
Because the thing is, like, with Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I'm being flat out honest here, who's the main character in the game?
That's it. We live in a world where we can't handle criticisms or take opinions, you know, when if anything, it's to help each other. That's all. That's the point of me making this video. It's because it was just a simple disagreement and we're just having a conversation.
Then on top of that, I think if I'm wrong about my historical fact, we were fighting Mongols in Ghost of Tsushima. And I can't remember this, but I did look this up, or else I kind of did look this up. I can't remember what I looked up. But there was some, I can't remember it, but I'm going to have to replay it.
He ends up blocking me. That's it. I don't care if he blocks me.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Great. If he wants to block me, cool. It's a real shame, though. I was kind of looking forward to talking to him. But after seeing a couple of his videos and everything like that, the guy is a total cringe. Like, it's a total cringe fest in that channel. And he just doesn't come across as someone who's, like, real. That's just me. I don't think I'm ever going to be at his caliber when it comes to like getting partnerships like that or whatever, because it's
Yo, Zamir, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute. How have you been?
Like all these studios want are people just to speak positively and not be completely honest. And you know what? Aaron Caboose is going to continue sucking their chodes. That's it. By kissing their ass and sucking their chodes and giving nothing but positive reviews and just glazing over everything that they come out with. That is not an honest way of living. It is not. And I'm not somebody who's going to do that. Like I have my integrity.
Oh, nice. Getting that money. I've been doing the same thing. So we're like, right now I'm off today.
You're only gonna get nothing but real, like honest opinions and honest feedback from me, and that's it. So if you can't handle that, I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I know it was a bit of a long one. As always, guys, thank you so much, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I do not condone any harassment or anything like that. So do not bother Caboose. Do not harass him. Don't come to his channel.
All right, so there's that video. All right, so now we're getting into some Assassin's Creed. We're getting into some Assassin's Creed. So chat, who do you want to? I know there's a Master Assassin. If y'all want me to check out Master Assassin. And yes, I do not have like a freaking side panel, so we're gonna check out Master Assassin. Actually, hold on a minute. Let's check out Nature's video. So that way we can actually go into... So we have Nature's video. Alright, so we have Nature... So I haven't, who like, whoa, hold up. Can you guys still hear me? Make sure I like the stream.
Assassin's Creed in.
Does that include?
Yes.
I respect every single Assassin's Creed in.
Does that include?
Yeah, man. Assassin's Creed has been mid for a minute now. And when I first found out that they're making another one, my first thoughts were, damn, didn't they make one last year? I guess you could say they're back on their
that is a fact.
Yearly releases. We already know how this is about to go.
Yep.
They dropped 0 gameplay. It comes out in November. We already know it's going to be $70. But I want you to notice that all of the problems I have with this trailer does not involve the color of this man's skin. I swear to God, man, we go through these woke allegations like every year at this point. They called Spider-Man woke.
Yes.
They called God of War.
Yes.
War woke. They called the
Yes.
Last of Us woke.
You know what's crazy is that I'm pretty sure that you guys would probably know this. If y'all know this, I'm pretty sure by this point we were there for all of this. We were there for all of this. Like, I was like, here's the thing, like, for Last of Us 2, like, I was there for Last of Us 2. And let's just say that whenever it was the Last of Us 2 stuff, bruh, it was like so many people it's like so many people were panicking for 2 reasons. One, it was mainly Abby. And it was Joel's death. It was Joel playing golf. And I'm joking whenever I say that, so don't say anything. But it was basically Joel playing golf. I'm trying to think. Another thing was because of the fact that people were panicking because Ellie had a girlfriend. Whatever, it was literally whenever you know, Left Behind. If y'all haven't played Left Behind, it was confirmed in Left Behind already. So I'm like, did y'all not know this? I'm saying, like, did they not know this whenever they played did we play the same, did they play the first game?
And honestly, these complaints and allegations are getting a bit tiring. I genuinely believe that the inclusion of Yasuke's
And for God of War, you already heard my opinion on God of War. Like, you guys already heard that. Like, I said that like earlier in the stream. And I don't see how Marvel Spider-Man 2, I'm not seeing it. Like, again, like, that doesn't affect, does that affect the story in any way?
character is no
Other than the third act, like, does it affect, like, the story? Does it affect the gameplay? Like, be honest.
near as terrible or as disrespectful as the internet may want you to believe. This hate that he's getting does not make any sense. I think y'all doing too much and y'all acting like y'all never seen a black person before. Now, before I double down on that line, let's discuss how goofy Ubisoft's explanation of including this character was. They try to say that the reason behind there being two different characters, that being a samurai and a ninja, is because they both can't be the same character because they live different lives.
Samurai and shinobi came from a different social class. They have different lives, so we cannot really mix them together.
Yeah, nuh-uh. Becoming a shinobi had nothing to do with someone's social rank. There were samurai out there who actually participated in shinobi activities. A shinobi, after all, is nothing but a spy. Anyone can be a shinobi. So you can't really say, oh, we can't do this because it's not true to how they were, when you're just going to bend the truth to make your own story anyways.
Right.
Like, you don't gotta lie. All you gotta say is, yeah, man, we wanted to add Sasuke in the game because we thought it would be a cool idea. And that's it. Now, I've already heard a couple people say they're trying to make this Yasuke character seem so cool when he wasn't even really like that in real history. He was just a slave and a servant. There are 0 documents of him being a samurai. And it's true, we don't really know who Yasuke actually was. But the problem is, you're trying to think about historical accuracy in an Assassin's Creed game. The same game where they do shit like,
when did we ever fought gods? I'm speaking facts. When have we ever fought gods? Please, chat, someone answer that question for me. Because literally, in Assassin's Creed Origins, unless I'm tripping, I also was this. Wait, hold up. I know that this is no wait. This is Valhalla. So like, I'm thinking, was it? Hold on a minute. Let me make sure real quick. Was it in Odyssey that we were fighting Anubis? Not now, Frieza. Or was that Origins? Nah, that was Origins. Okay, I was right. Okay, yeah, it was Origins. Okay. Okay, yeah, it was Origins. So if Assassin's Creed is historically accurate, so if anybody's saying they want historical accuracy in an Assassin's Creed game, then explain this. Explain this. When do we fight gods?
This is not the conversation to be had. We all know that the world of Assassin's Creed is inspired by real-life historical events and figures, but the games were never completely true. And that goes for the main characters. Altair, Ezio, Bayek, none of these characters are actually real. They are fantasies created from the truth. And if we look at Yasuke, it's really nothing different. They are literally doing the same shit that they've always done for the past decade and a half. So why in the hell does everyone all of a sudden have a problem with this? Oh wait, that's right. Because you're black! Everyone is mad because they added this black man to this Japanese historical time period. It's crazy how much this reminds me of another situation. I remember when that God of War Ragnarok trailer finally dropped after all of these years of waiting. Like, we got a sneak peek.
I'm sorry. If y'all know, I love the music for God of War. I'm sorry.
Story. We got
especially Ragnarok.
Explore. They sneak peek Thor.
Yep.
You want to know what some people was worried about? One character.
Agrabah.
And when you look,
they were worried about Agrabah. Explain. Again, this goes to the whole entire main character thing. Or this goes with the main character thing. How does this affect Kratos' legacy? How is that going to affect Kratos' legacy?
Look at this with the proper context, you will realize that that really makes no damn sense to be mad about. God of War is a myth based off of a myth. And just because something is based or inspired from something does not mean that it has to be 100% accurate. And that especially goes for when the writers are trying to make their own original story. People really think that having one black person involved in a fictional story is trying to disrespect someone's culture and push an agenda. And I just want to know how. Y'all acting like people sitting here trying to rewrite history books. This is a video game. It's not like they're taking already established characters and changing their race.
Right.
It's not like they're altering the race of an entire culture. All they did.
And by the way, the person to download, yeah, downloaded. And also another argument too is that he's actually another thing too. Shout out to Nature, by the way. Go subscribe to Nature. But another thing too, if we're gonna add on to that, Amber from Invincible, the show, not from the show. Again, as I said, Amber from the show looks way different from the Amber in the comics.
Was add one black character to coexist with the other Asian character, and everyone is losing their minds.
Yeah.
This situation even has some people of Asian descent coming out to say how they feel left out because of this. And I must be dumb or something, because I swear that we get a Chinese/Japanese based game every year. The Shinobi and Samurai era is literally one of the most popular fantasies in pop culture. How in the world are y'all getting left out? Another point that a lot of people are seeming to bring up in this situation is, imagine they made an African Assassin's Creed game in the main.
No, so right now I don't have a mic. Can't talk with you. I can only touch on PlayStation. Got you.
Character was Italian, and I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of weird and a little bit of questionable from the developers. And I would agree with you. But here's the thing. Yasuke is not the only main character. There's literally an Asian assassin with him.
The main character is right here. Now is the main character. So, like, again, now is the main character, and by the way, it's actually a really cool wallpaper. But, now is the main character, so explain to me how, like, this is fact, like, Like what they like what they're like what they don't mind an Asian, but they're mad about black. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, once again, like well, the thing is, like, with this, they're mad because of the fact that not only it's for the fact that they want a male. They want a they want a leading male character over having a female character. When both are going to be playable, they don't want to play a female character. Like, most of the people now, they don't want to play a female character. They would prefer to play a male character. So by that logic, then, and keep in mind, like, it's been a minute since I played Assassin's Creed Liberation. But wouldn't that, by that logic, wouldn't that technically mean that to those people that apply that logic, wouldn't that technically mean that they did not like playing Lara? Wouldn't that also technically mean that Lara Croft from Tomb Raider is woke too? That would technically mean that Lara Croft is woke. Bro, if they do Ezio's Return game, what would it be? That would be insane. If they do that, then hey, I'm hoping at some point they do. But like, wouldn't that technically? But anyways, that's just one entire thing. Wouldn't that technically mean an Assassin's Creed Syndicate? Hold on. And yes, I'd use my PlayStation stuff for transferring over wallpapers. But wouldn't, by that logic, wouldn't that make Evie Fry woke? Like, wouldn't that mean that they didn't like playing Evie Fry at all? Because you had to play as Evie Fry in Syndicate. Because you had specific missions for Evie and specific missions for Jacob. So by logic, wouldn't that mean that technically speaking, they didn't like playing Evie Fry either? Oh, if a PvP game for Assassin's Creed comes out, then yeah, that's just gonna be crazy. If they do a PvP game, because, like, I'm gonna say, like, I really wanted them to do more, and keep in mind, like, my favorite Assassin's Creed game, aside from Assassin's Creed, the whole entire Ezio trilogy, my next favorite game would have to be, like, my next favorite game in the series has to be Assassin's Creed Unity. But like, but that's my favorite one. So by that logic, though, like, wouldn't that mean that Evie Fry is technically playable? So they did not like playing as Evie Fry more than Jacob? Like, you see how horrible this whole entire thing is? Like, so by that logic, Evie Fry is technically woke. Evie Fry, technically playable in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Apparently didn't really like playing her in there too. So by that logic, wouldn't that also mean that playing as Lara Croft from Tomb Raider is also woke then? Oh, wait. My bad. Wouldn't that also mean, technically speaking, Nadine Ross? Or not Nadine Ross, wouldn't that technically also mean that Chloe from Uncharted 2 and Lost Legacy? Wouldn't that technically, wouldn't they also technically say that is wrong too then? You see how weird this whole entire argument about, oh no, not a playable male character. You see how horrible this whole, you see how horrible some of their points are? Like, see how horrible like some of their points are? It's just, oh, playable female. No, I want a man.
It just seems like everybody's just leaving her out on purpose. She is
Tries to making a Spider-Man Online. And if they do, then I'm gonna be on that game all day.
literally the assassin of this game. Like how the name of the franchise would suggest. Y'all thinking the game looks like this.
Exactly.
When it actually looks like this.
Exactly.
Like, open your eyes. People are actually out here crying because the main character wasn't an Asian male. Because all of a sudden, we don't like playing as women. I guess you could say that Amunet is woke too now. You telling me she was the one who killed Julius Caesar? We know that didn't happen for real. They just trying to make African
Again, we all know who actually like.
women look
Again,
good. I feel like
if Assassin's
based
Creed is
off of
literally like if Assassin's Creed is flat out a history book, which I'm not gonna lie, like some of the stuff from Assassin's Creed you could actually use in history sometimes. Sometimes. I'm not saying all the time, I'm saying sometimes. But wouldn't that mean that every single wouldn't that technically mean? Because like if that's the case, then by default, then all of the assassins in every single Assassin's Creed game are real.
happen for real. They just trying to make African women look good. I feel like based off of this trailer and what we've gotten, which is not much, it's nowhere near woke. And I also feel that people are just bored and want to be mad at something. If you want to be mad at something important. Be mad when you pay $70 for this game just for it to be buggy and unfinished.
Right.
Be mad when the open world is boring. Be mad when the story is lame. Be mad when you play through the story and it actually is on some woke shit. Be mad about something important when it comes to these video games. Not the co-main character being black.
Exactly.
If you're really out here complaining that the main character wasn't an Asian male, go play Sekiro, go play Ghost of Tsushima, go play Rise of the Ronin, and
This is facts. This is facts. That's a W opinion.
you're really out here complaining that the main character wasn't an Asian male, go play Sekiro. Go play Ghost of Tsushima.
And Ghost of Tsushima actually did the Assassin's Creed method a lot better. So
Go play Rise of the Ronin.
Which I'm playing this right now.
And make an Asian character, hop on Yakuza, hop on For Honor. The Asian male demographic has been eating when it comes to these video games for a long time now. And it doesn't matter who made the game. There's media out there for everyone to enjoy. This is not me defending the game as a whole.
Right.
The only thing I'm trying to say
and do review with you, bro. Think about it. Miles or anti-venom, and you're trying to beat me as Venom, and the fourth stage comes as a symbiote storm, bro. That would be so fire. That's why I want that. But sadly, it got canceled.
With all of this blackwash, whitewashed, body wash, mouthwash, just stop, bro. Go look out the.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. For the Avatar, now for the Last Airbender, I can honestly say that movie was just garbage. But
go do something else with your time. And as for me, I'm going to complain about something important.
That Elden Ring. That Elden Ring. Alright, I think there was one by Master Assassin too. Hey, yo, we have 4 people in here. Make sure y'all go and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I want to actually do another one. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, we just started right into it. All right, let's check out Master Assassin. Actually, let's look at everything for Assassin's Creed Shadows since I'm tempted to. Oh no, they canceled it because it got, well, I'm not sure why they canceled it. That's the gameplay demo. Assassin's Creed, caught stealing. What? Caught stealing katana from One Piece. What?
Ubisoft's attempt at creating...
Was it Ichimonji? And yes, chat, I do know some stuff.
An Assassin's Creed game based in feudal Japan, injected with DEI as Usuke for the main character, has turned into a comedy of errors. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And I feel like people could just create entire YouTube channels based around mocking Ubisoft for how they're portraying feudal Japan, because they can't get anything right. It's a bunch of white people trying to inject black people into Japanese culture while also trying to rewrite history, go over
Again, they're not rewriting history.
the entire Wikipedia, brush it over, completely change it all to make sure that it fits the narrative that they're creating so that people can't get mad at them. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. And all the things that have transpired up to this point, you'd feel like Ubisoft would have gotten to a point where they can't keep screwing this up, can they? Like, there's got to be a limit that a game company gets to where they're just like, all right, no, we're going to pause this and make sure we get it right. We don't want to offend Japanese people. We don't want to offend gaming culture. We don't want to do any disservice to history. We want to make sure we get this right. No, this is Ubisoft we're talking about. They're going to do the complete opposite. And this latest transgression is just so beyond ridiculous that I can't even wrap my head around it. Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed France account posted
Hold up. Katana and Yasuke, or even artwork from the game.
Katana and Yusuke mask by Pure Arts Limited, or even artwork from the game. Our Ubisoft stand at Japan Expo offers you an immersive experience. We'll immerse you in the spirit of the game with us Sunday, July 14th. But there's one...
Ubisoft said they were sorry for that shadows. Hold on a second, chat.
problem here. The katana is not an original piece. If anything, it's either purchased directly from Amazon or what they created was based directly off of what is already available there, because this is the same exact katana from One Piece.
Hold up. And I'm a huge Zoro fan.
In the spirit of the game, with
even though I know there's like other swordsmen in One Piece, like Zoro is the main one that uses swords.
Thus, Sunday, July 14th. But there's one problem here. The katana is not an original piece. If anything, it's either purchased directly from Amazon or what they created was based directly off of what is already available there, because this is the same exact katana from One Piece. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down how Ubisoft just can't seem to do anything right when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Okay.
In this episode, we're going to talk about not just how they are trying to portray the samurai sword that they're using, the katana blade, as the original piece coming from Assassin's Creed Shadows, when it actually is coming from One Piece, but in addition to that, they also have a porcelain doll of a Japanese lady playing a flute that you can just buy off Amazon right now. It's a very...
Are you gonna stream after this?
Nothing.
Seeing as that there's a lot, I'm not Well, I mean, Sada reacted to Takeda being in Mortal Kombat, so we're gonna do that and nothing alone.
Unique or special about it. This is something that Ubisoft is just not giving any effort or care about. They're not putting any passion into this. They're literally buying things off an assembly line and putting them at an expo and saying, look at how amazing our game is. Look at this great stuff we have, even though we're stealing it from other brands. Ubisoft's latest entry in the Assassin's Creed series, Assassin's Creed Shadow, has been mired in controversy from Jump Street. But with each passing day, it feels like more and new ridiculous controversies get exposed. The game supposedly takes players on a fantasy version of feudal Japan, initially drawing some excitement from hardcore Assassin's Creed fans, soon face backlash over various issues. The first and foremost being the most obvious of making Yasuke the main protagonist of the story. Like, yes, I guess you could choose between a black lead character or a woman as your choices for feudal Japan, and you're going to try to tell me that no, DEI had nothing to do with this. None whatsoever. No, of course they wouldn't do diversity, equity, and inclusion with a team full of white women with colored hair and knowing that Kim Belair used to work.
Again, what? Again, what? What does Sweet Baby Inc. have to do with Assassin's Creed?
And you're going to try to tell me that no, DEI had nothing to do with this. None whatsoever. No, of course they wouldn't do diversity, equity, and inclusion with a team.
Again, they wanted to, again, Ubisoft wanted to add Yasuke to the game. This was Ubisoft's choice to add Yasuke to the game.
Full of white women with colored hair and knowing that Kim Belair used to work at Ubisoft and they've partnered with Sweet Baby Inc. in the past, that they would have no need to make sure that they inject DEI every step of the way. You have got to be kidding me. When it comes to this game, it is not just an embarrassment for Ubisoft, but I would almost argue that this is almost a straight up slap in the face to people in Japan and how they portray the culture. And none of this even gets to talking about how putting a DEI-injected black person as a samurai, quote unquote, into this game, beheading Japanese people, is just so abhorrently out of touch with reality that I just even can't with this. This is crazy. This is absolute insanity. Then faced criticisms for alterations to the Wikipedia entries, which I covered in a previous video. Then they got accused for stealing a banner from a Japanese group.
Oh! Yeah, I did see this.
Which they later acknowledged and apologized for. And all of this has led to Japanese gamers getting pretty pissed off.
No, I did see that.
A petition on change.org created to halt the game's release that's approaching 100,000 signatures.
Which is not going to stop the release of the game. It's not. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with this whole entire thing. It's not going to stop the game from coming out.
I mean, we're close to 85,000 at the time of this publication. A move that has gained enough momentum to now attract governmental scrutiny from Japan, meaning that the Japanese government is looking at this game saying, whoa, 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 what the hell are you trying to portray?
But it's crazy though that it has this much controversy though.
Why are you trying to rewrite history to fulfill a DEI agenda-filled narrative that you guys are trying to push on gamers around the world? Now Ubisoft has been accused of using a katana design strikingly similar to one featured in One Piece. They also
I know that the white ones each them. I know. Okay, so this is the part where I'm actually going to like have to jump in. I am a huge anime fan, right? Oh, yeah, I mean, I know this. I love anime. So if that's the case, if they stole a sword from One Piece, it has to be, and this is my thing on it. Based on the way the triangles look, hold on a minute. If y'all haven't seen One Piece, bro, there's one character in particular that I'm actually gonna look up. You have Zoro, right? Zoro is the swordsman of One Piece. There's a lot more swordsmen, but everybody knows who Roronoa Zoro is, right? I think I know what sword they stole. Oh, let me see. Hold up. There's no way that they stole Ichimonji. There's no way that they stole Ichimonji, right? Oh yeah, they definitely. Wait, chat. One in the chat if you mess with anime. Cause like, there's no way that they took. We're gonna continue to watch the video because I think I already have like a freaking. I think I already know what sword they might have took.
Show a generic Japanese woman porcelain doll, one that can easily be found and purchased on Amazon.com, and they're talking about how these are unique pieces for their Japanese expo to portray Assassin's Creed Shadows. And instead of having original pieces made for it, they are straight up stealing designs from other areas and other shows. Just
Yep, I 100% knew it. Even though I really don't think. Wait, no, my bad. Ichimonji is Ichimonji is the white one. My bad. And yes, I know my stuff. If they said it was from One Piece, there's only like a couple of swords they could have taken, and it's very clear that they took Zoro's red sword. Or
like
it's very clear they took Zoro's third one.
Did with the banner previously, and putting it on display at the expo and putting a Assassin's Creed logo.
I was gonna say, I thought it was
like
Ichimonji first. I was really like, the fuck?
This is so absurdly ridiculous that I have to get to the point of thinking that Ubisoft is holier than thou. You listen to us because we are the figures of authority and they can do no wrong. And they've been so in their bubble when it comes to DEI that they're confused when reality hits them and says, what the hell do you think you guys are doing? This is not okay. But let's talk more about this katana blade that they're using that supposedly symbolizes Assassin's Creed Shadows and how it's not stealing it straight up from One Piece. Aozora System on Twitter said, wow, doesn't it look exactly like the sword of Roronoa, a character from One Piece Magna? Do you have permission from Shushia to use the design? And Dreamplace said, it says One Piece Zoro. It comes with a stand. I think Assassin's Creed is hopelessly out of luck. And Sachiko Libra said, the characters written on the base of the sword are from the esoteric Buddhism, a branch of Buddhism. Why is Yasuke a black man who is not
what's going on?
Following Buddhist beliefs? This is exactly the problem with DEI. It breeds laziness. They're trying to check boxes, and instead of getting into the actual Japanese culture to make sure things are right, they start just purchasing random things with random Japanese wording and verbiage on them and saying, hey, yeah, that's Japanese, and there's going to be a katana on it. So sure, no one's going to ask questions about what it actually says because who cares? We're checking boxes. We're making sure that we are representing the Japanese culture to people that don't really know about it, nor will they ever do any research to care about it. So who cares if we get it right or not? We're just checking boxes. We are DEI drones, which goes to show that Ubisoft does not care about any of this. They literally just have a DEI injected game that they want to shove out there to the masses and have people consume it because it has the Assassin's Creed logo on it instead of
Simbi, I don't know what's going on.
doing justice to feudal Japan and giving the proper efforts it takes to make original pieces. They're just stealing them from everywhere else, putting them into the game and into the expos,
What do you mean by that?
showing everyone these things and saying, just consume. Stop asking questions. Madam Savvy on Twitter put it best, saying, the cultural vandalism is tragically hilarious. Imagine buying random stuff from...
Yeah, you know? What do you mean? I don't even know, but he said I know. I don't even know.
Amazon for an official display and not...
I think it's the N-word. I mean, hey, like I said before, like either way, like the game's still being played. Like I understand, like Assassin's Creed Shadows is like very controversial.
checking the meaning of any of it. How lazy are you people? The cultural appropriation and colonization...
I don't care what it's gone. Still buying Assassin's Creed Shadows? Exactly. That's the thing that no one understands. It's like, if Assassin's Creed is... Here's the thing. If Assassin's... Oof, dead air. Okay, here's the thing. Like, if Assassin's Creed is historically accurate, then the assassin, then the character has to be... Or the assassin in the game, by default, has to exist. Right?
is insane from a company claiming to care about representation and DEI. Thank you for proving how...
Bro, we have the main... How can I put this? The main character, Naoe, is the main character. She is the assassin of the game.
hollow you lot really are, as if we needed more proof. And it feels like almost daily, like I said, that this game has a new controversy attached to it. Not that Ubisoft cares, because they just plow forward anyways with their agenda in mind and acting like they're not doing anything wrong, and it's us, the consumers, that are the ones that have this all wrong. It couldn't possibly be the holier-than-thou DEI-injected nightmare of a company of Ubisoft making any mistakes. No, because what they say goes, and if they're wrong about it, they just go to Wikipedia and make sure it gets
Definitely don't buy that
fit
game.
the narrative that they're pushing in the first place. That right there is exactly the
Definitely
issue
don't. I'm
with
definitely
all
not buying
of
that
this.
game. I'm buying
Those
it.
are my thoughts and feelings
I like
on this
Assassin's
crazy
Creed. I really don't care about the
situation.
whole
Straight
entire
up
Force
stealing
thing.
a one-piece katana and playing it off like it's their own as part of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh wait, I just
you
realized.
couldn't make
Hold
this
up.
up if you tried. It's absolutely bonkers to me. If you guys want more information or links, screenshots, references, everything I talked about in this video, check out smashjt.com for the article related to this. I will link it in the description below. If you guys appreciate what I'm doing, hit that join button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Or anything from Ubisoft or EA. You do know that EA made the Star Wars games, right? So by default, Star Wars, so by default, Marin by that logic is technically not there. So by default, your only thing is you just don't like Marin. Like, there's two ways. Like, you either don't like Marin, who is Cal's girlfriend, or you don't like the fact that Cal was taught by Seer. Yeah, GTA 6 is definitely... Yeah, GTA 6 is already coming out in 2025. I'm not gonna end stream just yet. I really want to check out some more stuff. I'm tempted to actually see... I want to... I have no idea who he's talking about. Respect. Oh, wow. Alright, chat, we're going to check out another one after that. I'm going to end stream after this. Wait, hold up. Who here has seen The Boys? Because, like, I'm really tempted to, like, check out some more stuff for The Boys. Who here has seen The Boys? Yo, who here has seen The Boys, chat? Who here has seen The Boys? I have, sadly. Okay. Alright. So, I really do want to check out some stuff for, I really want to check out some of the... Actually, hold on a minute. Since you have who here, I do want to check out some stuff for the show real quick. Because, like, there's a whole bunch of people that don't get, like, the whole entire reasoning of the show. They're like, that don't understand this season. So I want to check out some of these. And yes, I really do like the show. So again, like I already checked out Critical Drinkers. And yeah, I don't like Critical Drinkers. Yeah, let's just say that it was a random one. Alright, so yeah, Radiant Disaster, woke dumpster fire. I think I'm not your audience. I just say you like The Boys. It just depends. I mean, you just got in here though. Like, at least like give me some time to actually cook. Unless we want to check it out tomorrow. Those originals like super. Oh, you just figured out the Well, I will admit though, like the new season, I will say like the new season of The Boys hasn't been like that, but like I really say like I do think that like I really do think that Butcher's gonna lose his mind this season. Even though he already like almost has, like I'm really wondering if like Butcher's going to turn. And Jedi Survivor. I like Jedi Survivors more. Just because he can one-shot everybody. To be honest, I think I won't finish this season. I mean, if it's because of the episode... I mean, wait, hold up. I'm very curious as to why, but, like, I really don't want to ask why. Because, like, if it's about episode 6, which I can completely understand why you're upset at episode 6. But, from episode 6's standpoint, if it's about the whole entire Huey and Tech Knight thing... Huey had no idea Tech Knight was going to, and Huey, I truly understand. Like, Huey, like, I'm not even, like, I can understand why people don't like that episode. I understand. Yo, Ricardo, what are we reacting to today? Ricardo, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I want to check out some stuff for The Boys. At the same time, though, I can see why. But, like, if it's about that, Tech Knight thing, it was about Huey's thing with Tech Knight. Huey is a fan of Tech Knight, so it's just random splatter or random shit jokes. I mean, but the thing is though, like, I can see where you're coming from with that, but like it's not all like random splattering jokes. Like, it's like The Boys is meant to be, it's meant to be like dark humor. Like they're like, it's supposed to be like that. Nah. Wait, what algorithm though? But we're gonna check out I mean, I just want to check them out because like I'm very curious to see, like, I'm very curious though, but like if it's about like that episode, Huey was a huge fan of Tech Knight, and Huey didn't expect Tech Knight to be like that, because like there's literally like Huey in that episode said that Tech Knight was his favorite hero as a kid, like, and we learned this from episode 5 where it was the thought of Huey's dad buying him a Tech Knight action figure. So to Huey, whenever he went down to the tech, at least what this is my interpretation of it. But when Huey went down, like when Huey met Tech Knight already had feelings that he wasn't actually the real Web Weaver. And then after that, once again, Huey didn't have an idea what Tech Knight was going to be like as a person. He thought he was like, that's the thing, like he didn't expect Tech Knight to be like that. But that's just me. That's the way that I interpret that. But Ricardo, how have you been? Welcome to the stream. I want to check out some more. Actually, since I'm still streaming, let's go ahead and check out Caboose. Well, okay, we're gonna check out some more. I want to check out some more of this stuff. But I see where you're coming from. You're saying like it's made from algorithm, but it's meant to be like that. It's meant to be like it's meant to be dark and run too though. Who wins Homelander, Superman, or Saitama? Neither. That's a draw. I would say Superman or Omni-Man because like we haven't seen really good Homelander stuff yet. All right, we have Old Man Who Sold His Ghost. We're gonna check this one out, and that's where I'm gonna end.
Hey everyone, welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. I'm your host, your 50-year-old host, Ronnie, and today we're going to be talking about Caboose, and we're going to continue to call him out because he is a liar, and he has been caught lying on Twitter about me. The reason why I say that is because if you all watched my video from yesterday, and to that I say thank you. Even Caboose viewers came to my channel to watch my video. I want to thank you all for the engagement. Caboose made a post on Twitter stating that I made a 25-minute
Yo, make sure y'all like and hit that subscribe button.
He says this is because he likes the Spider-Man game, by the way, which we know that's far from the truth. And I had the snapshot right here to prove it. Aaron Caboose says, I say,
yeah, today's just a freaking video.
Dude replies with more negativity. After a back and forth that was going nowhere, I wished him luck with his channel and I blocked him. And he then makes a 25-minute rant about me. This is because I like the Spider-Man game, by the way. No, Caboose, it's not because you like the Spider-Man game, by the way. I actually just happened to opine in and just simply disagree with you and talked about how Sweet Baby Inc. played a part of that in making the game actually a little worse than what it really is. You then
again, as I said before, side stuff doesn't count. Okay, again, side stuff doesn't count.
Continue to misunderstand where I'm coming from. You start showing me game reviews and scores just to prove that the game I'm talking about, in this case Marvel Spider-Man 2, is actually a good game when scores don't do anything. You also took a screenshot of me, which by the way, you got a really good shot, because I'm goddamn handsome. I would also like to add the fact that I really hate Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's a terrible game, and you know, like after like 100%ing it and getting it platinumed.
Are you gonna do an AM plus Solar Blade stream? Yeah.
I don't know. I think the game is just awful. But anyway, what do I know? I mean, I only did make like several hundreds of videos about Marvel Spider-Man 2 and its anticipated release. So
yeah.
I was just pretty much hyping up everybody. But I guess.
Oh, and by the way, chat, I got a Wolverine video that I'm.
And I guess I just hate the fact that you like the game as well, right? As I said before, Caboose, you've been caught lying. Here's a screen cap of you actually saying that I argued with you because you like Marvel Spider-Man 2 when we know that's not the case. Like, jokes aside and that little skit aside, I personally like the game. I think the game is a great game. It's just not as good story-wise to the first one. The first one is superior to the second one in my opinion. And I stand by that, and I will always stand by that, and I'm not going to change that. But then again, you know, I am allowed to play the game. Just like I'm allowed to play or use things like services and products and maybe have a thing or two to say about it, but overall still continue to use. That's what makes us human, and it's called having an opinion.
By the way, I'm just checking out stuff.
To all those commentators out there who made comments about my videos, negative comments about my video, calling me old, by the way, which again, I'm a very young 50-year-old man, so and like I'm honestly, I think I'm rocking the grays, man. Like I'm really liking this Doctor Strange Reed Richards thing that I got going on right now. To you guys who told me, you know, all sorts of things, here is like the engagement for my video. Just look at the engagement. It's a mix of like, well, a lot of it is positive, and you know, there were some negative comments, but one thing's really apparent here. I'm engaging with pretty much a lot of you. I responded to a lot of you, all positive or negative, and I love it. I really had a blast. This is amazing. Like, this is engagement.
The game is
Positive or
awful.
negative, engagement is engagement. That's the reality of it. I really enjoyed it.
The game
And
is not
Caboose,
awful,
if you're
you
watching
ass.
this, man, I truly and honestly, like, no joke, I really want to thank you for directing a lot of your viewers to my channel, because you've given me engagement, and I really appreciate that. Like, really, from the bottom of my heart. And I appreciate you guys out there who both, you know, had something to say.
Well, the thing is, okay, here's the thing. Like, I can understand. Well, it's kind of hard for me to say because, like, I've already said, but I already what I said earlier. Again, like I said before, I don't see side missions or like side missions are literally optional. I don't see optionals. I don't see optional quests as calling the game insert word.
Who and disagreed with me or agreed with me. I really do. I really appreciate you guys. You brought viewership to my video. Let's have more of this engagement. Really, honestly, I really want more of it. Some of the standouts are like, dude, like, you're way too old to be beefing with someone on the internet over a video game. And I'm like, hey, I'm not old. I'm actually 33 years young.
I don't appreciate you. Not
I'm
saying
turning
you, Phoenix.
34 next month, by the way, in August. It's actually a month away exactly. Time flies. And he goes, my point exactly, with a smiley face. And I'm like, yes, you got it. See, 33 is the new 50. You see, like, people like that think that they got me, or, you know, they're taking a jab at me or whatever, but in reality, it's like, this is funny, and, like, this is really fun. It's not that, like, I enjoy people calling me old. I mean, like, my own wife jokes with me and tells me, like, I'm 40 or whatever. It's so funny. Like, I really... I don't know, what does, like, calling somebody old actually do? As, like, do you actually think that's an insult? It's really funny. And then I responded with, hey, I guess so. Thanks for the engagement, though. This is actually good for me. I'm not being sarcastic or anything. Like, for
yeah,
real,
well, you good.
Seriously, I'm not. Good or negative feedback.
Potato,
is
you're
still
all good.
engagement in my book, so thank you for chatting. Anyway, let's get back to what Caboose was saying as well, because I have a couple of more tweets that I actually want to point out. I'm going to go to the pinned messages, and you saw at the beginning how Caboose stated that I hate him for liking Marvel Spider-Man 2, when that's far from the fact. The conversation stemmed from the fact that I mentioned how Sweet Baby Inc. has pretty much tarnished the gaming industry by simply acting as a consultant for a lot of these game developing studios and putting their 2 cents into these games by including a lot of woke ideology and politics and all this garbage, like, that just ruins the game for me, and it just puts a bad taste in a lot of our mouths. And that, Caboose, was simply the point I was trying to make.
Okay, see, I can understand his point, but side missions don't involve anything in terms of story. Like, does it affect the main story? Is my question, like I said before. Like, does it affect the main story?
I was trying to have an open dialogue with you, just a simple conversation. All I did was just chime in with my opinion and stated that Sweet Baby Inc. has caused harm to the gaming industry, and I even showed it in my video, which people refused to go back and watch for themselves for some reason. And I showed and I gave a couple of examples of a couple of studios shutting down as a result.
Hey, that is true.
They tarnished it. Like, they really are ruining the gaming industry by implementing their politics, by threatening gaming studios, and by forcing their hand to do something that they probably don't want to even do. I mean, if you also think about it even more, none of this stuff was in any of these games back in like 2018, 2017 or whatever, until their involvement. It's just ridiculous.
Actually, Last of Us 2 is a perfect example of this. And keep in mind, like I said before, do not shit the messenger. Do not. I'm just giving my opinion. It really was. Well, it really was, but that stopped me from liking the game. I'm pretty sure it didn't.
And the fact is that you do not want to listen to people unless it's an opinion that aligns with yours. That is your problem. You don't accept everybody what they have to say. I'm not saying go ahead and accept and agree with their opinions, but at least lend an ear and listen to what they have to say. And in the end, you can agree and disagree, but don't block people like a total coward because you don't like what they're saying, or you're accusing them of harassing you because their opinions don't align with yours. That's pretty much it. You see how it has nothing to do with the fact that I, quote unquote, hate you for liking Marvel Spider-Man 2? The original video was not about me hating you for liking Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's the fact that you just cannot reciprocate well to feedback. And that is a huge problem, especially for content creators like you. Anyway, here it says, he says sarcastically, I'm cooked. And then somebody responds with, just watch this video. This guy needs serious help. You can't be that old and acting like that, man. Lol, praying for you in this fight though. The love emoji right there, heart emoji, whatever. The thing is that like that guy that doesn't exactly know how old I am, I doubt he'll watch it on CAD or whatever. But if he does, I already said it in the video that I'm 33 years young. I'm astonished by this news. Caboose, mind blown. Hey, I like that, Braden. Great response. I'm astonished by this news. I don't know what Natasha said there. Let's see what else. Doomblazer, 25-minute video just to rant on a dude is insane. This man is literally shriveling away and wasting his life. He's too old for stuff like this. I'm too old, guys. I love how like a lot of these comments is like pointing out the fact that I'm old. That's
you said I'm 50.
Only insult that they have. Get creative, guys, please. I want better insults. This is so funny. And then he goes like, love your shorts, content king. Oh, and appreciate it, bro. I'm a big fan of you, even if it made even before I made content. Okay, so let's move on and see what else we got. Caboose is speaking facts. I love watching your videos. He's a grown ass man and mad about a man liking Spider-Man game. The thing is that Jordan Goku with a Shadow the Hedgehog profile, you probably didn't watch Caboose's like my video on Caboose. You're saying this because Caboose states that I made a video on Caboose because he likes Spider-Man. You're saying that because you read Caboose's tweets like, oh, okay, that's kind of sad then. So you're going based on that narrative. And guess what? I have no way to defend myself because you know why? Caboose blocked me. Okay, Caboose, if you want to play it that way, guess what? Okay, Caboose, so guess what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invite you with open arms to my Discord, or maybe you want to do a Zoom call or whatever, and let's talk. We can either record this conversation completely, unedited, or we can stream it, obviously unedited as well. And you can have your chance to, you know, continue to accuse me of making this video because you like Marvel Spider-Man 2 when that, in fact, was not the case at all. It's a real shame because you're creating a narrative, and guess what? Your followers, your viewers, whoever who come to your defense is going to stick with that narrative. And knowing the fact that I can't see your tweets, you're probably thinking, yeah, he has no way to defend himself now. And I got everybody who watches me in the palm of my hands. Well, you know what, Caboose? I just proved to you that I didn't make this video because you like Marvel Spider-Man 2. I made it perfectly clear, and my channel was centered around Marvel Spider-Man 2 for the last couple of years. Yeah. I also like Marvel Spider-Man 2. I just don't like it as much as the first one. Again, the story is superior to the first one, to the second one. The second one, where that game is superior, is the gameplay mechanics, the graphics, and of course, you know, the traversal system. And that's pretty much it. That's where that game is superior to the first one. I am allowed to like things, but I'm also allowed to be critical. You also claim that I stalked your Twitter account. Twitter account is public information. So why would you create a Twitter account if you don't want anybody stalking it? You know that there are people, like maybe literally hundreds of people a day, looking through your Twitter right now as we speak, and you don't know about that. So are you gonna call them stalkers too? It's also interesting how you call me a stalker because, or at least a lot of commentators, you know, also call me a stalker because you went out of your way to my YouTube channel. You took a screenshot of like my video, 6 seconds in, by the way, without my knowledge, and posted it on Twitter to share, and you created a narrative for your viewers and fans to comment on without me knowing. It took somebody who follows me to let me know what was going on. I'd say, I guess that's stalking because, as if I recall correctly, the definition of stalking is when somebody stealthily just follows you around. Yeah. Without your knowledge. So you doing that, screen capping my YouTube video and creating a narrative and everything without my knowledge, does that make you a stalker as well? I mean, I'm only going based off of your logic here. Not to mention that we do have a leak, and I say we as in my Discord server. We do actually have people who side with Caboose, which is fine. It's all good. Everybody's welcome in my Discord, honestly. We have a leak in my Discord where somebody here, this person specifically, Snedwich says, loving your John Lovitz cosplay. Not insulted, just being silly. Just pretending to be friendly with me and everything like that. I responded with, that was a good one. I also love how you're stealthily scouring my Discord and sharing what I'm saying on Twitter. Don't worry, I won't block you or ban you. You can stay as long as you like and continue to share what I'm saying. Guys, I'm not trying to hide. Like, honestly, I'm not even trying. You can share whatever it is that I said. I'm not going to deny anything I say. This is great, especially for those who accuse me of stalking when I'm already sharing the fact that I'm looking at someone's Twitter account in the first place, which is public information, by the way, so it's not stalking. So then you go to my Discord, and here on my Discord, it shows that the same guy, Snedwich, on YouTube, if you wanted to be stealthy, you could have at least had a different username and a different picture, but good job. He goes, more incoming tomorrow, by the way. He's been obsessed in his Discord. So funny how he won this conversation. He's in my Discord lurking around, taking screenshots and sharing it with Caboose fans as we speak. So by a lot of the comments that I got from all these commentators saying that I'm stalking Caboose, so by your logic, wouldn't that mean that you're doing the same exact thing to me? So it makes it okay then. But when I go looking at people's Twitter profiles or YouTube channels, I'm stalking. But then when you guys who follow Caboose and look at my channel to share whatever it is that you want to share with Caboose or other fans or viewers or whatever, you're not stalking. I see what you guys did there, I guess. Yeah, so it totally makes sense. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't want to make this video way too long, so I'm going to cut it here. Truthfully, I really did want to make this a one and done situation. I didn't want to continue this, and I honestly didn't think he would respond because I honestly think he was probably too good for me to respond. So him having about 670,000 subscribers or so, he probably couldn't deal with somebody who has only like 13,000 subscribers. But I was wrong. He went out of his way. It bothered him that I said what I said about him or whatever. And, you know, he shared it and created an entirely new narrative. And now he's trying to make me look bad and he's spreading misinformation.
Right.
And I don't condone that. And speaking of not condoning, I don't condone harassment in any way. I'm not saying he's harassing me. I'm saying you guys don't go out.
See? Okay, now that makes sense. Did your orders from your mailbox? Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to play First Sunday because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be able to play it today for two reasons. One, I was up late last night, so I'm just chilling.
After Caboose, don't go in my defense. Don't bother him and don't harass him. Don't hurl insults at him because he doesn't take that lightly. So anyway, with all that being said, you know, leave him alone. I hope you guys have a great day, and I just want to share this with you all and just let you know what kind of a person Caboose is. It just bothers him when people just disagree with him, you know, and hey man, Caboose, if you haven't figured it out by now, which I would hope you have, this is the internet and not everybody's gonna like what you have to say once in a while. And you got to learn how to be okay with that because me, I'm perfectly fine. As evidently clear here on my channel, negative comments remain on my channel. I don't delete them like you do. And also, you don't really do a good job interacting with your subscribers or viewers at all. Like I've skimmed through some of your videos and your comment section. You don't say anything to them. You don't talk to them at all. You don't engage with them. That's all I got to say. This is the conclusion. It ends here. Caboose, that invitation is still open. Hit me up, message me, whatever you want to do. Join my Discord. And to the rest of you guys, you know, like we'll plan something, Caboose. And then to the rest of you guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Click on the bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. Dislike the video if you did because you're free to do so. And as always, I'll see you all in the next comic panel.
Okay. I see his points, but I still think that the Sweet Baby Inc. thing is just kind of still 50. It's still freaking weird. Like I said before, like the Sweet Baby Inc. thing, I don't see it as like anything that's like brutal to a game story. There's that. Alright, so chat, I know this is probably like a 2-hour one. But Ajax, yeah, Ajax is so great. I love Ajax. I haven't played Ajax yet, but I'm trying to get Farina right now. And yes, I will be doing a Stellar Blade stream. It's that right now I'm not close to the end of the game because I'm stuck because I'm trying to get a secret ending right now. So like I'm doing a lot of side quests. Also, let me know with PS Plus. But yeah. But yeah, chat. I appreciate you guys for coming out today. I know the stream was insanely random. But I do appreciate y'all for coming out. And if anybody is new, you know. Everyone tell you something? What's going on? But yeah, like if y'all are new, I like it. Oh, and by the way, chat, we're also gonna check out Gaming Rift tomorrow. I want to check out his video for the Sinister Six. I saw like 15 minutes of it, so I want to check out his video tomorrow too. But I'm gonna go ahead and plug my YouTube and my Twitch, my TikTok real quick. Are you a person stream on playing with you? Yeah, I could. But anyways, chat. Subscribe to the channel. As well as the Twitter. As well as the Twitter chat. And hold on. And other than that, I'll see y'all later. Hope y'all did enjoy the stream. Peace.